Hello everyone. I just want to thank you so much for visiting Donna's Happy Hour on YouTube. But just a little reminder to like, comment, subscribe, and then hit the bell. The bell will inform you whenever a new video has gone live. Again, thank you so much. Hello everyone. I would like to introduce Jeanne Tuohy. She is an author. She has written several books, and the books are based on her dreams. Jeanne, I want to thank you for joining me tonight.
Thank you for having me, Donna.
Oh, you're welcome. And Jeanne actually, I want to say, communicates with the Blessed Mother and also with Jesus as well.
I think so. I think we could say that, yeah.
I would say that from what you have told me.
Mm-hmm.
They are the Holy Spirit, and why wouldn't they want to communicate? And that is my feeling on it. Many people get scared and nervous about thinking about spirits, but if you believe in God and you believe in Jesus and you believe in the Blessed Mother, what is there to be afraid of? Right, it's all good. It's you know, and you know that people are energy, and so that lives. That never stops. That lives on, so anyway. But Jeanne was telling me a very interesting story. I think you said it was about 25 years ago. She had gone to a church and she was taking photographs. And
they had just built the church. It was like kind of brand, probably a year.
Was it brand new? Okay.
Yeah, it was brand new, like a year, maybe a year old, somewhere around there.
Okay.
Yeah, maybe not even.
And that was when with 35 millimeter
right,
film.
Also film, yeah.
Right. They are actually of Jesus, and we're going to show them close up in a little bit.
One is of the resurrection.
One is of the resurrection. And then this is also of Jesus.
Donna, can I point out something?
Sure,
on this
go
one?
right ahead. So we'll kind of face that
I don't know
out.
what it really means, but that's what kind of came to me.
Right. So now you have written two books and
two published, and I'm working on two.
Okay.
And I actually have more in the background that I plan on writing too.
Okay. And so tell us about the very first book that you wrote. What was the dream that came to you?
Okay. The first one I wrote was Our Lady of Love. That, I'll be honest with you, that didn't come to me as a dream. Okay.
All right.
But what can I just start where at the beginning, like where it's all came apart?
The beginning's good.
Okay, yeah, the beginning. Well, I had gone. Okay, the first thing that happened to me was the first dream I had was like 25, 30 years ago, right?
Okay.
That was significant.
Okay.
And in the dream, I had a horse, and I was walking through like woods, and then I went through snow, and then I got to a meadow, and there was a stream. And I walked the stream, and Jesus was standing there, and he had a long white gown on, and he had like, you know, the ones where Jesus is talking to the children, and he's got the long hair and the beard and mustache, and it's like blonde. So he was there, and it's so weird. Like I never thought about what I had on until like recently, and I never knew, and I just didn't know what I never thought about it before.
Right.
But Jesus had on a long white gown, and in the dream, he stuck his hand out to me. He shook my hand, and he said, "I love you, my friend." And that's, from then on, is when I started having things.
So we're so busy with our lives that messages and information come to us, and it just goes right over our heads until maybe when you're talking about something and you're like, wait a second, you know. And that's like people, you know, when you have, let's say, you're thinking about somebody and the next thing the phone rings and it's them. That is a form of intuition and premonition. Yeah, see? So, yes, yeah. These things happen to people all the time. Going years back, I had done actually a B&B. I was doing paranormal investigating at the time.
Okay.
And a TV station had come out and was following me and you know, interviewing me. Well, I guess about a week later, I got a phone call, and the gentleman that was doing the, you know, I guess the interview and the editing, called me and said, "I want to ask a question. Why do they say 3 a.m. is the witching hour?" And I said, the reason that they say that is because most people are so busy in their lives that if a spirit is trying to communicate with them, they're just too busy to realize it. But once it hits about 1 a.m., 2 a.m., 3 a.m., things are quiet. You're usually in a very quiet state, and so a spirit can get through to you that way.
Okay.
And many
Makes
people don't
sense.
realize, and that's really why they call it the witching hour,
Witching
is
hour,
because
okay.
most of the time, if unless they hit you over the head, you're
Yeah.
not most people won't realize